Hi, good morning, and welcome to our meditation on grace. Today is the 10th of February, and our text today is in Ephesians chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. Now, the expression he ascended, what does it imply except that he also descended to the lower regions of the earth? He who descended is himself the one who ascended far above all the heavens, so that he might fill all things. Far above. Some people believe that this text is talking about the same thing that was talking Peter when he said that Jesus went into hell for you. But there is no word Hades or hell here in this text in Ephesians. So we believe that Paul is just talking about the humiliation of the Messiah. Because in verse 7, he was saying that when he was exalted, he gave gifts to men. So here, he is talking about his humiliation. And once he is exalted, because the one who has descended is himself the one who ascended far above all the heavens. So he's talking about the exaltation at the end of verse 10. Christ here is filling the whole universe, filling all things. The created and the not created universe, I would say. There is nobody like him, Lord of lords and King of kings. He's the beginning and the end. He's everything. That's why in Revelation we see all different creatures worshiping him, worshiping the Lamb who was slain. Is worthy to receive all power, all glory, all honor, all praise, all worship, everything, because he's exalted above everything. Another text of Paul that talks about the humiliation of the Messiah, it's in Philippians chapter 2, verses 6 to 8, who, although he was in the form of God, did not regard equality with God a thing to be grasped. But he emptied himself, taking on the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of man. And being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself, becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Paul is exhorting the church here because there was a division in the church. And he's telling them you should have the same thinking that there was in the Messiah. Because he, being in the form of God, being found in the form of God, humiliated himself. And there are three important things here. He became a man, he became a slave, he became a sacrifice. A man, a slave, a sacrifice, a lamb. That's humiliation. When you understand that God became a child, a baby in the womb, in Mary's womb, you realize that this is humiliation. He descended. He came down to us. It's a great humiliation. When Paul is saying that the same who went up into heaven is the same who came down, it says a lot about our God. He's not afraid of anything, is he? So powerful, and he becomes so small to the point of being able to die on the cross. He was hungry, he was thirsty, he felt cold and heat, he was hurt. When he was crucified, he felt the same pain that you would feel if you were on the cross, with a great difference that he was a lamb. He was a sacrifice. He was dying for you and I. He was dying for every person who has ever lived in this planet. Everyone who lived before him at his time and any time. So the same who has got these gifts for you, who has ascended into heaven, is the one who descended into this planet to die on the cross. That's grace again. So may the Lord help us to understand the power that there is in these gifts that we receive from the Father, as Paul says in Romans, from the Spirit, and from Christ himself. God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit working to bless you. May the Lord bless you today.